Most people never reach their dreams, not because they can't, but because they limit themselves. Stay with me to see what happens when you stop limiting yourself. Please don't forget to subscribe. There was once a quiet little town called Limitville. It wasn't known for much, no grand buildings, no big dreams, just simple people living small lives. Surrounded by something strange, everyone believed the town was enclosed by invisible walls. You couldn't see them, but you could feel them. They said if you went too far, you'd never return. And so, no one ever tried, until one boy did. His name was Eli. Eli was 17, curious, restless. He'd look toward the horizon every evening and wonder, what's beyond that line? One morning, as his father repaired a chair, Eli asked, "Dad, has anyone ever seen the wall?" His father frowned. "You don't need to see it, son. Everyone knows it's there." Eli tilted his head. "But how do we know what we've never touched?" His father sighed, "Because those who went too far never came back." Eli looked away, whispering to himself, maybe they didn't come back because they found something better. That night, he couldn't sleep. The moonlight touched his window, and the horizon whispered his name. At sunrise, Eli packed a loaf of bread, some water, and his mother's old compass. He looked back at his small room one last time and whispered, "Maybe the wall isn't real. Maybe it's just fear wearing a disguise." As he walked past the market, people stared. "Where's he going?" "To the war," someone said. "Foolish boy," muttered an old man. "He'll learn soon enough." Eli didn't look back. Every step felt heavier, but also freer. Hours passed. The sun climbed high. His feet ached. His heart raced. And then he saw it, the edge of town. He slowed down, expecting to crash into the invisible wall everyone feared. He reached out and felt nothing, just air, open space, freedom. He laughed, a trembling, joyful laugh. "The wall doesn't exist," he whispered. It never did. He ran forward barefoot in the dust, shouting to the sky, it was never real. As he journeyed farther, he came upon a wide river sparkling under the sun. Across it, there was another town, colorful, loud, full of laughter. A woman drawing water from the river noticed him. "Where did you come from?" she asked. "A place called Limitville," he replied. She smiled softly. "We've heard of that place. People there think the world ends at their borders." Eli looked down, ashamed. "We were told never to go beyond the wall." She smiled again. "Sometimes the hardest walls to break are the ones we build in our minds." Those words hit him deeper than any truth he'd ever heard. Days later, Eli returned home. When the people saw him, they gasped. "He's alive." He crossed the wall. They surrounded him, asking 100 questions. Eli raised his hands for silence and said, "There is no wall. You've been living inside a story someone else wrote, a story that ends too soon." The old man who once mocked him stepped forward. "If there's no wall," he said slowly, "what have we been afraid of all these years?" Eli smiled. "Ourselves?" In the weeks that followed, others began to follow his path. Some turned back halfway, too afraid, but a few kept walking. And when they did, they discovered the same truth Eli found, that life had no walls except the ones we build in our minds. The town changed, shops reopened, children played near the edge of town. And for the first time in generations, people dreamed again. Eli never became a ruler or a rich man, but he became something far greater, a reminder, a living proof that freedom begins the moment you stop saying "I can't." We all live in our own Limitvilles. Invisible walls whisper, "You're not enough, you can't do it, you'll fail." But every time you choose courage over comfort, you take one step beyond the wall. That's where growth begins. That's where freedom lives. So next time fear says, you can't, smile and say, I already did.